So this is Blind Marathon Deathworld Spidertron percent episode 53, and I think the research has ticked along a bit in between episodes. I did some stuff. I'm pretty much, that's the wrong button, both those were the wrong button. Pretty much all the trains are running on rocket fuel now. I ran around and took out all the old bad fuel, so that got done. There still are some boxes of fuel over here, so I can get rid of like the first of those, and the bots will all just move it around. Yeah, so the concrete is getting built, research is happening, lots of green ships, lots of research is happening, which is nice. And we're kind of waiting for these things to fall through. We've got a lot of artillery shells, so there's a thing we can do with that. This probably was never doing anything. I probably was using it for something else. Do I have... I don't have all the shields I would need. I very nearly have all the shields I would need. But the other thing I noticed is I've got a lot of space science backed up, and this thing is still taking half the LDS. So I think I actually want to prioritize all of the LDS into the yellow chips build, or into the yellow science, because, you know, science is good. This needs a bit more LDS, so let's just do a thing. This needs rocket fuel. This does in fact need rocket fuel. Have a bunch of rocket fuel. But is this one built? This one has built a thing. Okay, so you can have that as well. Okay, so this will be the last rocket we launch for a while, because I'm kind of full up on space science, and I'd rather have all the LDS going into the yellow science, and it looks like it's going to back up. But yeah, we don't need a whole lot more of the space science. These two guys are doing a thing. That's still fine. That still needs the LDS. Because we've got like 4K of that science built up, and then the only other thing that I'm going to bother doing is, because that takes kinetic, so we're going to need a couple more satellite launchers, but not for a while. There's a lot of other stuff to do first. Yeah. So what should we do? I think it's time to build the rest of this thing. Well, let's just check that science is going and not particularly blocked on anything. I mean, some of the science is going. It's blocked on yellow science, and then that buffer of purple is also going to die quickly, isn't it? Which is also a red chips thing, but purple is doing what it can and is kind of bottlenecked by steel. And then steel is probably going fine. Steel looks like it's fine. Yeah, okay. Let's go and build some of this stuff. Do I have... yeah. Where did I decide this was going? I decided this was going kind of diagonally in here, didn't I? Because I wanted another intersection here. That probably doesn't need to be a full intersection. I can do all of that with the regular robots, and then I can finally get rid of all of this stuff myself, which will be nice. And then these ones can go... tidying up all the things that kind of don't need to be there anymore, including all of that, and this whole line down here. Fine. Because yeah, the other things we might do, I think the artillery train needs to come over here. In fact, we might do that soon, given that this artillery train is not doing much. Need an intersection like here, kind of. I think I still have... do you still have bots? You do still have bots, but you do not have... if I give you one of those and then I run away, you can take care of disassembling all of these things, which I will not need anymore, and put them in the box that you now have. Okay, great. Then I need to A, not get hit by trains, and B, put in another intersection that, yeah, no trains are coming, I can go here. We'll do something like, I can apparently start even further back, most later, okay, don't want to hit. Don't want to hit the power pole, but I can do that. You're going to be a chain signal, that's going to be a chain signal, another train signal there. No trains look like they're coming. Let's also disassemble this row before, because I won't need any of that support anymore. That's done what it needed to. And then this bit, all of this is within row report range as well, so all of that can just disappear. Nice. Tidy up all of the old ugly things. That's okay. Nearly all of the old ugly things. It'll be fine. So this wants to come like through here or something, and only needs to worry about being this one-way thing because this is just this cheap, nasty way in that will work better for all of the copper trains that are coming to the other copper station. What am I losing? I'm losing walls? I'm fine with losing walls. Whereas this logistics section still has a couple hundred repair packs, a couple hundred walls, it's completely fine. Where are... Yes, I can have another one in this corner. That's all within houseboat range, so I'm going to let them do that. Okay, one of these guys is going to go like here. It's going to be a lot of space. Fine, you can go there. Then I can have another one like here. And now I have a kind of shortcut, and that's going to be the first part of the shortcut. I don't think I need that there anymore. I did not keep any rocket fuel. I gave all the rocket fuel away. That's a bit of a shame. I should probably have more rocket fuel, and I can get it given it's just over here. Driving over the train tracks that are now going to have things going past is always a good time. That rocket fuel can go next to the car in my inventory. Okay, if these guys are done, then let's just continue working through that stuff, because it doesn't need to exist. This might be the wrong way. Do I have a lot of... I do not have a lot of landfill. Let's go and do that. At the same time, let's actually get rid of the last of this junk. And I don't think that should have severed any power pole connections, because I do in fact have redundancy through the rest of the trail spine, so that's why we did that. But we do want more of these like over there in that general direction for the same kind of redundancy. Do I need a radar over here? I'm not going to bother with the radar over here. I want more rail and more signals. I probably have enough signals, but I do want to A, not get hit by trains, and B, find all of this stuff, of which I might need a bunch, who knows. Where would I find... Rails are going to be over here at this point, aren't they? The rails are going to be somewhere down here in the purple build. I put them over here. Sure. Let's imagine that'll be enough. how's solar doing? Solar is, I should copy and paste more solar. Where am I? Okay, so I do in fact have, I can in fact copy and paste more solar. That is a thing I could do now, later, soon. I don't get stuck between these things, good. Yeah, so the base is processing a bunch of things reasonably happily. Doesn't look like any trains are coming, so I'll just drive over this stuff, and then we'll do the rest of the intersection up here. This is all going to turn into one giant intersection, but whatever. Looks like that can go there. Yeah, it's going to have to be something dumb like this, isn't it? Never mind. I mean, this other loop won't get used a whole lot. It only goes to that particular station, whereas High Train. Oh, you've still got. Do I care about that? Probably not. I probably don't need that at all, because it's no longer fueling other things. Sure. That was the wrong way. The thing is, where do we want this to go? Do I need to plan first? I think it's going to come. I think I'm going to aim like here. I might do signals, and am I even doing power? Probably. Where's it going to? Is it going to there? A little bit further. Yeah, that looks like it's a decent place. I do have a couple of cliff explosives. It'd be better not to use them, but hey. Okay, where is my train spine pattern? And how's it going to fit in here? Like so? Sure. So we've got the power. Let's go and connect the power, because apparently we're doing that. I wasn't sure if I was, but apparently I am, so that's fine. Radars are not a thing I have at the moment. Okay, cool. Then signals should also go. Why did I give you a chain signal? You do not want a chain signal, you want a regular signal, because you are out of the intersection at that point. How far? Like, yeah, kind of here-ish. And yeah, that looks like it's going to work. Okay, now we just build the rest of the train spine. And the thing is though, so the main base probably needs more copper. I do have the things I need to be able to give this base another copper train. Yeah, it's actually this one, which I need because the LDS does in fact need the copper. Yeah, so I should give it some more trains, and it looks like I have the capacity, so that'll help what I'm doing here. There's still a couple of worms over there, so let's go and do that. Let's just play the lasers game first. How you guys doing? Lasers work from inside the car. Okay. Get all these mines back at the same time. I think I actually want to start from the other end, because that might make the landfill easier to get into place. Maybe. I mean, I'm kind of already here, so whatever. Let's just... I'm actually going to run I'm going to run this because it's easier to get things on a diagonal if you're running. Well, it's still not an exact diagonal, is it? Oh well. Than it is if you're driving a car, because you don't have to line them up in the same way. And then I want it to come through here. Did that mean running out of... Okay, I need more landfall than that. Interesting. Fair enough. Where did that landfall go? I'm sure I crafted more landfall. Okay, the bots put it down. Fine. Okay, so I need a bit more landfill. That also means I'm not putting the trains down at this point. But I can... This is going to be where one of these train lines goes. And then I can figure out where the other one's going to go. Actually, do I have... I have a diagonal section with some signals on it, so that's pretty cool. So that can go... Is that going to go there? If I put it there, A, it looks like it connects, and B, it looks like this thing. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We can just put it not that far, apparently. In that case, I'm going to get a smaller section and figure out where that goes. It's going to be like there. And yeah, we'll go and get the more landfill. We will go and get... Oh, we've got enough rails. We did in fact take enough rails. But I did not take enough big poles. Interesting. Okay, so big poles on landfill are the things that I need. Do you need more signals? Yes is the answer to that. And like here is where you can have more signals. Yeah, cool. Okay. Do I have... The joys of being in Rail World now is that... I still have a bunch of these. Okay, I guess that's what we're using. We can go back here. Except I'm on the wrong side of the train. I should be on the right side. Did I copy and paste that instead of actually... Did it get a different orientation? Okay, no. So there is a signals problem. I am just on the wrong side of the tracks. Yeah, that's all that is. I even looked at that to think, am I going the wrong way on this? And the answer was in fact completely yes. Oh well. So at this point, I think this is when we go back to the solar node and figure out how much more I can copy and paste into this. And hopefully it's a decent amount. Missed those power poles. Yeah, something like that. And then where does this next one want to go? Can I have it? No, I've got to bring it back a bit. I've got to bring it back to like here. And it's got to be on, okay, fine. It's got to be on this side of that pole, like so. Okay. And that's a little shell of the thing I want, which is also going to fit in like here, was it? Like so. Cool. Because now these things can just keep going further, I guess. I must quite not quite be releasing that at the right time, because yeah, this is going to be the next update to the solar grid by, you know, quite a lot, which is nice. And I'm going to clear some more trees. Okay, fine. Oh, but also, I do actually need power poles on the inside of this thing, apparently. That looks like it goes as far as it needs to go. And that will get me building range on everything, so that's cool. So that means that this train may as well just go over there and unload all its stuff. Let's get these out of my inventory because I don't want them. Let's see if that other box is there, ready to be destroyed. And then I wanted landfill and large poles, and I believe large poles are not there. I thought one of these was requesting large poles. Apparently not. Okay. This one can request large poles. Why don't I have... Okay, I thought it was telling me something was not in the network. Fine. That's all good. Give me the rest of the landfill. Yeah, whatever. And has all my trash been taken yet? My trash has not been taken yet. Get in the train. The bots can still take the trash when I'm in the train. Okay. Looks like we've done most of that. Oh wait, I wanted additional wagons. You just got all of those. And then let's also not take artillery shells because that's not what I want. But rocket fuel is in fact what I want. Okay. Whatever. We'll use it up. It'll be fine. Okay. Wasn't there a power pole that wasn't placed somewhere? Okay, if the power pole is not placed there, that's fine. We can do that. Go there. How are these guys doing? They've got a lot of stuff to build. Have they run out of power poles again? No, they've still got some more of those, so that's fine. They might need more. Do they have big power poles? They do not have big power poles. So I was considering attaching this again here. Did I, after all that, I didn't get big power poles? Okay. Things I will deal with later. Because I'd still rather get the rest of this train network online. Okay. So it comes through here. All of that can just be landfilled. And that's not the right place. So in theory, after I connect this, I need to be quite careful because a bunch of trains will be screaming through here because they've now got a faster route, in theory. I don't have... I don't think I have all the signals on that intersection. In fact, I don't even have all the track on that intersection. So let's do this thing. I think this is still my standard intersection. Looks like it is. So now it will have all the signals and all the things it needs. Trains are using it, which is cool. More signals with more space than they need, but that's also fine. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be doing what it should. So yeah, we'll just do it like this. It'll be fine. Nothing bad will happen. Rocket fuel, and you want to go from, what did I call this? This is the big copper. Cool. Big copper with full cargo to the smelt face copper. Empty cargo. Yeah, this will work because there was actually shortages there because that empties into the LDS as well. But the thing I really want is another of these trains that does the same but into the LDS. So instead of smelt face copper, LDS copper. Empty cargo. Yeah. Actually, the fastest way to do this probably will be to take a train here. Do I have I have some signals there? Yeah, I have enough signals there to be fine. All of that is going to be working just fine. And then from here, figuring out which of these trains goes back. That goes back to the green chips, which I don't really want. Okay, I guess I do it this way. Yeah, let's use up this fuel. So I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out how down here, actually I think it's going to be over here, how I get an artillery train into range of this stuff. Like, this is still going to be a bit of a pain because there's all these cliffs and stuff in the way. Researching is kind of doing what it needs to. I'm using up purple slightly faster than I'm making it. Not by much, but by enough. Blue chips are also not getting made particularly quickly, which is good. Space science is... Why is this got... I thought I prioritized the LDS away from it. Where did it get all the LDS from? Maybe there was a blue chips shortage or something, because this should have only got LDS at the point where all of this had backed up to here, but this is all not running again. So probably I had a blue chip shortage at some point. Things I will worry about later. Because the first thing we've got to do is turn two things getting destroyed. Two birds of war, sure. Turn this thing into... Which way shall I do this? I think we'll go this way. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have this merge with this track like so, because that way, like, I don't care that these two rails, actually the thing I care about is whether they can go straight through like that, and now they can, because I want that thing like that. Chain signal here, because that's actually going to be crossing. This one, do I care about being a chain signal? I think it just gets a regular signal. And then the rest of this will get used so rarely that it kind of doesn't matter. But now, with this piece of train, how close can I get it? Can I just, like, drive it straight down here? The answer is going to be yes. Straight up doing that. Okay, and while we're doing that, let's get this train, which is double-sided, and this is one of the reasons why double-sided trains are nice, to just wander down here. Did I see a big attack coming in somewhere? Kind of. It's going to be fine. Multiple flamethrowers, firing light oil. They might have killed either like a bot or a piece of wall or something, a couple of beeping noises, but you know, whatever. Where's my artillery train? My artillery train is probably this one that's arriving, which is, you know, that's how that works. Okay, let's... Oh no, the artillery train is over here. I guess it had to figure out how to go... Okay, yeah, that intersection only lets it go this way, which means it had to figure out how to go all the way around somewhere, and probably turned around in one of those other stations, whatever. It's fine. This is what happens. Okay, come down here, because we got we got things to do. Okay, and now if we turn you to manual, the guns start doing their stuff. And then all of this space is going to disappear, which is cool because we're polluting it from multiple sides, and then a chunk of this space is also going to disappear. So that's also pretty good. That's how that works. These guys are going to be angry. They're going to attack the same pieces of wall. That's all going to be fine. These guys have got like another 40 shells each, so you know, that's decent. Do I need more iron on this? Because there is a bit down here that's not being used. And I've got a couple of miners that have run out. So let's say yes. Let's get rid of these ones that are having done everything they're going to. And one there. And then we'll put a bit more of this stuff somewhere else where it's going to get used. And okay, it's waiting for bots on the other network to clear the trees. Sure, that's going to be a thing. Artillery is doing what it needs to. Is that going to start a forest fire? Do I need to actually... because I still don't want forest fires. I would very much rather not have forest fires, so that looks like... you know what? You guys can have some extra damage over time as well. So that's probably, you know, it's fine. It'll be fine. One of these here. Some of that onto that. How many is that? 14 is slightly more than... I know. 14 miners will be... okay, do I actually have... okay, yes, I did have that stuff sitting around. Cool. Yeah. So that's managed. These guys have shot everything they're going to, and that's that done. Okay, nice. Handled. Situation dealt with. In which case, you may as well go all the way back here. And in the meantime, we might look at whether or not I can put another... I guess we do the same thing. I guess we can just like run another rail through here. Yeah, it's kind of the same. It's doing the same stuff. That's pretty normal. That's like a whole base that's like no longer there because we dealt with it, so that's cool. Let's figure out, and it might just be, do I take it from this again? This is the right-handed one, so I could just, it might be easier just to actually loop it off that thing, just have another train line coming down here. That's the least amount of intersection replanning, so sure, let's do that. Let's just pretend that I need that car. I'm actually faster than the car now with the legs, but whatever. All of those can go away. These we don't need anymore. Are there trains coming? Not really. That one. Then this guy can just turn into a new double-sided track. That will be, you know, another artillery piece. That wasn't what I wanted. Like so. And if that artillery train has filled up to the extent that it's going to, now it will be. Do I want to keep making solar? You don't have a... why? Interesting. So the tree was out of range, so it couldn't be placed. Do I need... I'm kind of low on power poles. It does need more power poles, but it also fully built the thing, so that's fine. Looks like the steam turbines are capable of doing everything they should be. Okay, nice. Where is... Yeah, I mean that's not it completely full, but it also doesn't really need to be. It just needs to have enough to kill a bunch of things. Okay, so let's get this train further towards the places it needs to be to do everything that we need it to. I guess we're just going to come through here, do this badly. Yeah. And then, you know, just like roll up here or something. Where is that train? Is it here yet? Kind of. Yeah, just roll up here. Am I standing on the tracks? No. Good. Run across the tracks. And this train looks like it's going to get range on a decent chunk of the space and a decent chunk of the space. And, you know, more happy things will happen. For someone else's version of happy things. Yeah. We're gonna give ourselves a little bit of space, which is nice. How is all of the mining going? The green chips are fine because yeah, they're really fine. That's nice. Is red chip still my shortage? Oh, this is why it was launching. This was why it was launching rockets, because it's actually full up on... I have no idea what transient it was looking at there. Something was... So I'm apparently still launching rockets. Oh well. Am I actually... Does this mean I'm... No, I still have purple science. Okay. It's still just researching. Research is still progressing. Sure. Yeah, we're doing some pretty normal artillery things. Because I added more trains to this, I have not ballsed up that parking, which is nice. They've got more copper, which means that LDS probably has more copper. Everything here looks like it's full, which is cool. Yeah, this just looks like... I haven't done these yet, have I? Is that going to connect there? I think it does. Yeah. So I need to go and visit that place. But other than that, I think we're in a pretty good spot. We could probably add more mining to this as well, given that this probably has capacity to put more things in. Something was getting attacked. It was kind of near me, and it's fine. Yeah, this is pretty normal. Did I set... I did not set that forest on fire. Okay, so I think that's probably we're pretty much gonna leave this today. We're shelling a bunch of stuff. Research is continuing. The walls are pretty stable. We've got lasers. How far away was I from getting the last of the laser damage done? Let's actually do that first and then come back, because this is comparatively cheap, and then we'll have at least finished a tech today. I was shelling an expansion as well. Oh no, I was shelling worms that were left over. Okay, cool. How many death moths am I spawning now? 20%. Sure. I mean, this is all stuff I'm pretty happy with. A couple of artillery rounds left. And, you know, damage. Losing a couple of bots. Still got 125 in the network. I mean, I could leave them my bots as well, because I'm just going back to the base anyway. Let's do that. That's a decent idea. Have my bots. Do I have repair packs? I have repair packs. Have my repair packs. I don't think there's anything else you guys need. The things I'm waiting on building are bit of concrete, guns, turbines. Turbines was a thing that was going to be relevant. So yeah, I've now shelled everything I need to there, and this is still just. This is very Deathworld, and well, even this isn't really Deathworld yet. This is still just like that's completely fine. Let's have a little security detour because that's still stuff that's there. Do I have? I need to take that more power poles, but it's still got, 1,500 solar panels in storage, so I can extend that again. Then I've got another 2,000 solar panels here that I need to do something with. This will block all of the mining for a bit, but it's fine. I'm just going to come down here and do a thing. Because these guys have been here for a while, so it would be, nice to say hi and, check in with how they were doing before I lasered them to death. That's how that works. Why? Oh, you don't actually have. You guys should have some more signals. You should have like a signal here, and I guess also a signal like here. So why are you not moving? Oh wow. When did that happen? Is that a thing that's been holding the base back for quite a while? Because that lane is, that station is full. Interesting. In which case, good to have had a strange little detour and noticed that. You guys will find them, aren't you? You're doing a thing. You're doing a thing. The copper is also just mining. Could have. Does it have? No, look, it has rubber hook network, so I can't move it around. That could be why these guys. I mean, except that these guys aren't even really that short of iron. I've got all the green chips I need. 14 things being damaged. I'm sure. Manual, and then move that guy forwards because you guys want to be putting things in. Artillery shells and different carriages. But that's now going to fill up again. Am I even concerned about balancing all of this out? Science is still happening. Oh, and the laser research finished. So yeah, that's a nice thing that we're pretty happy with. And I still think... Okay, so yeah, so the shortage is in fact red chips. And there's some weird transient functions about, whether or not I get red chips through and whether or not I build blue chips. And then whether or not I build RCUs, and I kind of also don't care about... Okay, I will still need more of those. But let's also just cut that. Okay, that successfully did not accidentally launch a rocket. What are you waiting on? You're waiting on blue chips. You're requesting blue chips, but there aren't any in a place, but that's okay. Do I want... Let's also cut blue chips to RCUs for a bit, because I've got, quite a few of them. And then you can have as many blue chips as you want, and you apparently also want rocket fuel. So yeah, this should lead to us launching another rocket, which will be... I think we started the episode with a rocket launch, and now we can end the episode with a rocket launch. Yeah, did a bunch of useful things. Making a lot of science, making all the purple science, doing all the research, shelling all the biters. Yeah, we are progressing towards the goals.